Hello. Beep boop. Bop. Let's put this out of the way as I run over everything with my horrible chair. Hello. Beep boop. Bop. We are. Oops, I didn't. I knew I was missing something. I was like, I was missing something. I hope the music isn't too loud. Where is this? It's not 15 out of 51. It is 25 out of 51 frames. We are like at the halfway mark. Let's go. I wonder how everyone else is doing with theirs. Does this change my thing into... Yeah, it does. Let's just go type in here. I gotta compliment the peeps too. Gonna do my frames right now. Myself. Good luck to everyone. Should I even say it? Oh, I'm so shy. I'm not gonna put the link. I don't know. I'm shy about that. Yeah, hopefully that isn't loud. Anyways. It's perfect music for some fantasy stuff. My VTuber PNG tuber is... Can I not? Maybe it must be a Discord setting here. What? Voice filters? What the heck? Discord, every update it has, it gets extra weird. Okay, good. I don't have echo cancellation. It doesn't matter. And not to blind you guys. Where's the camera? There we go. I know the number says 25, but it's actually the 26th frame. It's because there's a 0 frame. Frame 0. Ah! My knee. I hit everything. I'm in a different camera angle moment for the scene. Did my pen just die? Okay, I was about to say, there's no more ink left. It's like, there's nothing there. I don't know how it's still going. Good luck to everyone who's doing their parts. I'm gonna do mine. And I'm actually gonna color these. I'm gonna do a little bit of color. I just want to get everything down first, and then I add the color later. I think that's the bow. I can't actually tell because it's smudge. It's a little bit of a blur frame moment. Blurriness. So I'm gonna do lines like this. It's almost like speed lines, you know? I was gonna do my own art style, like that makes the scene way more different, almost anime like. Berserk basically, but I was like, nah. I might get like I wanna match the frames, movements and stuff. I'm not daring enough. You guys might see this pen just unmake itself alive. I don't know how much ink it has left. It's probably gonna get a picture taken for the, what's it called? Because animation said take a picture of all the frames, not the frames, all the pens, markers, erasers, everything that has unalived itself in the making of this project at Flipbook. There's no there's no lines here, but I'm still gonna put that. The music did not show up in the other VOD, so I'm happy. Because I was playing Pokemon music last stream, and that would definitely get me deleted. This one, right now, currently, I am playing Pillars of Eternity 1 music. One of my first Obsidian games. And I love it. Love it dearly. Pulling up the bow and arrow. I'm just gonna do lines like this. I think I can put like the video on the screen of what the thing looks like, or I could just flip it, show the progress. I'll do it after I finish this frame. Gotta focus. I'm almost there. feathers. I know it's colorless, but I can actually tell what's happening here. I'm really curious how some of the people's flipbooks will look, because some of them have like different colors for lines entirely for each frame. I'm like, I wonder how that would look. It's gonna be trippy in a good way. How much ink is there left? I'm just waiting for it to get its ink all gone, but it's still going. I'm not using any fancy fancy color supplies or anything, by the way. It's literally just any pen you grab off the office like cup table anywhere. I do have Copics, but I haven't used them in a while, and I think they kind of dried up a little bit. Or like clumped up at the tip of the brushes. Which is not a problem. It doesn't mean it ran out of ink. It's just a little messy. Needs cleaning. I could honestly go to the Lord of the Rings Discord VC right now if I wanted to, but there might be some peeps who are shy and don't want to get recorded or be on YouTube maybe, so I won't do that. I'll just keep to myself. It would be so much easier if I colored this way, but I want to follow the movement of him bringing up the bow in this scene, in this frame. So I'm gonna keep doing it like this. Participating in something like this really makes me think of those old cartoon stuff, reanimated in different styles. Like, what was it, chowder or steamed hams and stuff? And I'm like, maybe I should go try one of those. I wonder if there's any other projects like that. Probably is. That's the glove right here. And then this one is just, it's his eyes and his face. So I'm not gonna do the speed lines that much in here. What time is it? 3:04. I love Pillars music. He's got the glove in the way of his face, so can't really draw the bottom. Finally saw someone starting their piece, by the way, and I did notice this guy in one of their clips. So I'm like, oh, that clip must be in this same section as me. I would stream these, but my internet was so bad the last few days. I didn't do shading here in the previous frame, so I won't do it. It's a lot easier to see when if I put my hand away. There's some extra little parts here, but I'm ignore that. That is like chest right here, the armor from the previous frames that I drew. This part is his arm. There goes the ink blots. When I listen to this music, I really do think of like Campaign 2, um, Critical Role, The Mighty Nine. I really need to finish that. Do that for the shading. Well, it looks like each of the frames have like a vignette thing going on, where it's got dark shading in the corners of the frame. I don't have to do that. But I already did it in like 20 plus frames, so I might as well just keep doing it. Ah, I hit my tripod. The statue's in the same shading too, like same direction of the shading. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But just to keep it consistent, I will. Discord, I've been making so many frames with my phone, and the captures like the files are so fat. Discord's beginning to hate my files. Good thing I can just once I ship this, I can like put this, give it to Andy, or share it with him. So in case I lose it, well, hopefully it doesn't, but in case that happens, got the file right there. GIF video. I'll use my business Gmail for it. Here we go. And now for the background, which is for sure gonna eat up all the ink. There it is, the twin elms. Obviously, you guys wouldn't hear it after the stream when I put out the VOD, but still. I almost thought of putting the Witcher music. Like, I was so close. Either that or the. I also honestly thought of putting the Lord of the Rings. Wait, no, not Lord of the Rings. The Hobbit audiobook. But I thought that might be too distracting. And also, I was gonna remove it anyways after when the VOD comes out. But I do listen to that. I literally listen to those like on repeat to go to sleep. Which version of the Hobbit audiobook thing is? There's like two different versions. But there's, of course, the Andy Serkis one. Just some messy background lines here. If this was like smoke, fire, or fog, I definitely wouldn't have been doing lines like this. Or maybe I would. It's not my first time doing that in with just lines only. I've drawn manga posters as my I've drawn manga pages as my posters on my wall. So, and the way they do flame, fire, and stuff is just careful lines around as the borders. There goes. There goes the bots. Be gone! I have no idea why I have so many of these. You shall not be here! Boop. There you go. Now this fellowship underscore 8 underscore 178 025, and then my signature JV007. There you go. That's another frame done. I'm gonna wait for it to dry a little bit. And here's the previous frames. Goes my back again. No. Another frame done. Oops. That's the stream title. Now for 26. Frame 26. Or the 27th frame. There you go. Like, look how much work that was done. Let me see. Let me find the frame. Like, all of that. That's how much we did, which is like halfway there. It's the frames we got left. Ah, there goes the pen. Everything's dropping. Put the paper here. Let's see. I did say I was gonna show this. That's how much we did. Yep. Oh, and the newest frame. I'm not very good at flipping these. Sorry if I blinded you guys. Just want to make sure everything's lined up first. And then I do the lines. The lines, you guys don't have to do this. Anyone who's watching and part of the project, I just want to do it. Is the lines perfect? No, far from it. Do I care? No, it adds to charm. I honestly don't care if I go into the frame a little bit in or out, because the shading is gonna hide it anyways. Or be part of it, you never know. How much ink is left in this pen? 320. So go explode my PC, my stream. Because I just opened our browser. Excuse me? Ah, my eyes! I just wanted to show it. I think it's technically a media source. Because it is an MP4 file. Where'd it go? Here it is. Why is it? Oh, it's unloading. There you go. That's the progress right there. I wonder if I should even keep it here. I'll just leave it up for a bit. And it's not that the frames and the lines I have is crooked. It's because my camera is just a little crooked from the tripod setup that I have. Heck, if I take this light pad out, this is where I literally take a picture of like all the frames here and line it up. It's literally what the lines are there for. Is my thing struggling because I have this on all at the same time? I don't think so. I put ink all over my hands. Now I wish I had those Lego pieces. There we go. I really should just stop being shy and like actually promote my stream to my friends. Cause they're like, oh no, I didn't know you were streaming. And I'm like, it's okay. It happens all the time, and I'm like, I really need to tell them. I really should. You know what makes me happy thinking about this project? I think about the behind the scenes stuff. Not gonna lie. I think about the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit, all that behind the scenes, and like how fun it looks to watch the actors like play, like just play around and all that. I really wonder if we're gonna do all the movies. I really wonder about that. I will continue. I have pages. I have pages to spare. So this is all blurry smudges. That's how much movement is here up close in the camera. So I'm gonna just go crazy here for a bit. Go crazy. Put all these lines. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. I'll just follow the shadings. I'll follow the lines. Besides, ironically, the less peeps that watch me, the less anxious I am in drawing. Or distracted, so we'll see. Focus mode on, let's go. Man, is this a remix I'm hearing? Must be a second game's. Eh, the paper is going upwards. Oh, by the way, before I knew that we needed to use Excel paper from animation, I actually thought of using index cards. Not the blank side, but the other side with the red lines and blue lines. And then I was gonna use like blue pen to make it look like a sketchbook drawing come to life or something. But then I didn't do that. However, the reason why I'm mentioning this because I saw someone uh you will probably see it once all that comes together, but someone painstakingly used the Excel paper and then they used the Excel paper and then painstakingly drew all the red and blue lines on each paper on each sheet, and I'm like, oh my god. Bravo. Bravo to you. It was awesome. And I like how when they drew it, the lines were coming off, like hitting the light pad. But hey, they wanted to make it super straight for each line. They even showed us all the sheets that are like not gonna be used because the lines got messed up, and I'm like, wow. That's amazing. I can't wait to see that one. As long as my PC is not suffering, I will leave that video up there. But if it's too distracting for you guys, I will remove it. This is still part of the statue. And then this is... I'll put lines here. Maybe I should really tape this down. But I'm not doing it. I don't even have proper tape. I do, but I'm like I save those for my cosplays or book binding stuff. A masking tape. 3:31. It's about like it's about like 30 minutes to an hour if I'm focused. And I do per frame, per page. Granted, if it was like a full sheet of paper, I would have exploded. Speaking of animation, I saw like clips of the King of the Hill new season stuff. It's it's not bad. It's just I'm so used to seeing cell or old animation style of King of the Hill. The way they move is so weird. You can tell it's digital. It's not bad though, because it's not cheaply done like Berserk. No, that has no excuse to look like that. Speaking of fantasy armor and all that stuff for this, I want I really want to cosplay as like any of this stuff. I want to make armor so badly. Like for the longest time, I have this one video saved in my watch later or save for later list, and it's a video on making gauntlets with just cardboard. And I saved that all the way back in like middle school, early high school and middle school. Who did I want to do? At first, I wanted to actually make my artist Sona, which you guys don't see often because I haven't drawn her properly. You only seen her on my streams like either as my profile picture or like a weird Pepe frog version of her, which is Lua, the vampire, the vampire drifter. I was gonna make her, but then later on I'm like, because I watch all these cosplay convention stuff from people, and I'm like, I forgot what the channel is called, but how someone, this one con for cosplay contest judged you lost points if you don't look like the character, like the makeup or like something like that. Which I don't mind. If you're gonna cosplay something that needs makeup, like say Avatar, the other Avatar, not the last Airbender, the other one, and you need to color yourself blue entirely and stuff, that I'm fine with that. But if it's like you make like a very beautiful dress and then you lose points because you don't have the makeup, I'm like, I feel bad for those. I feel bad for that. Because I saw the video all the way through and I'm like, wow. There's literally like details in the dress itself. Things I wish I could do, but I'm not good at That seamstress stuff. And it got me thinking, I'm like, I know there's peeps out there who are like, if I dress like a certain character and then I'm like, you can tell. You can tell. You know? I'm not pale white. I'm like, who could I cosplay as? That's an amazing character and has dark skin or brown skin. I'm like, oh, Kiaska, Casca from Berserk. Or I can name like so many other ones too. Yoroichi from Bleach. And I'm like, huh, wait a minute. I can actually cosplay as them if I try hard enough. That'd be kind of cool. Because I'm like, oh my god, I don't like my black hair, I don't like this, that, the typical things of like, oh, I'm ugly, etc., etc. But the more as time passed by, the more years go by, I'm like, wait a minute, I can actually do this or that or this. Wait, this isn't so bad. Someday. Someday. Maybe I will do a face reveal as a cosplayer. Maybe. Okay, let's do the hair here. And this. That's still its hair, I'm pretty sure. I'm surprised the ink is still going. How much ink is left in this? Pretty sure this continues like the string here. The bowstring. I want a bow in real life too. Oh my god. Not for cosplaying, but I want a bow. For real. That's the hair and stuff here. There we go. It's hiding most of his face here now. So I don't have to focus on that part. Oh no, an ad. 3-minute ad per hour. It does fund my streams. Pre-rolls are disabled, yeah. All that stuff. Take a self-care memento. Ink blot. 340. Yeah, this takes like an hour per page, per frame. My halfway battery for this on my phone, which is my webcam. Oh, and reminder, we have like what, 49 days now? 48, 49, somewhere around there. Making good progress. There you go. Boop. Ah, he fell over. Rip Drago. I'm still wondering how the ink is still going. How is this pen still going? The page is like lifting off and wants to fly off. And then let's do the arrow here. Again. There you go. All of those frames are from this one pan. Surprised it's still going. It's 26. Hey, you can tell it's like all smudges here. Let's name it. Fellowship of the Ring. 8 1 7 8 26 JB007 with a heart. The heart and the much love for you guys. Alright, making sure the ink dries because I have PTSD of my sketchbooks. Like, just marking the extra pages. There we go. Put this behind the other frames. Frame 27. th frame now. Let's update the text. 27 out of 51 frames. Oh my god. We're actually doing this. I'm so excited. The only other half that we gotta do is this. Takes aim with the bow, and then that's gonna be a tricky part. But I'm gonna have fun with the hair there. Just gotta trust the lines. Out of focus. There we go. $346. See if my thing's exploding or not. What the? Oh, server tags. I haven't been on Discord with my PC much. So I have like a million notifications of like new features. New in quotes. Was that 61%? Oh, it is at 61%. Okay. Get blind the peeps. Oh no. I'm seriously trying to look at this, and there's like, I can't see it. Can't see where the ink is. Can you imagine if I did this with an actual fountain pen? This must be Pillars of Eternity 2 music. Cause I know all the tracks in Pillars 1. There we go. Oh, I can feel the ink. I'm losing the ink. It's still hanging on. Will it at least complete the bow before it dries out completely or like runs out? It's still going. I Can't skip any lines or going over the thing twice for more careful shading with pen. I remember the first time I did something like this, and the peeps, the students, one time in middle school, they're like, "You can't shade in pen." So I did it. And that's it. That's the end of that. That's the end of that story. How I started, I was drawing a lot of dragons. And then I learned different ways of shading. Because drawing each scale is like pain. So much pain. So then I was like, what if I just do scribbles? Like actual just random scribbles like that. And it looked great. I probably have it on my on one of my posts in Twitter or somewhere. It was me drawing clay, and I forgot what the other character is in Wings of Fire. While at the same time I was deciphering Dragonology book. It's still going. How is this pen still going? Maybe I should ask for like a draw together session in the Discord. Cause I know how this motivates peeps sometimes. Like I watch my friends stream and like I just end up taking out my pens and pencil and everything and I just start drawing with them. I don't know why. I can't explain it. It just happens. And I start drawing like 30 million things. There you go. Also, this for once, I'm not even using my tablet or my phone to see chat or anything. I'm using OBS. I don't know how accurate it is, but I'm trusting it a little bit. I'm gonna do this sort of shading like the first few frames that I did. And then for the glove, I'm gonna overlay it like this. Little cross hatching, crisscross, applesauce, plus signs, everything. I must say, it's still going. This pen's still going. 356. I'm gonna get water. I'm gonna put this water far away from from all this. And I got some candy here. Not sponsored, but Butterfinger. The camera's like really close, so I feel like I've hit it, but not. Anyways, I'm back. Hello. More blindage for the peeps. I'm so sorry. what happened to my watch? Uh, I thought it was like running out of battery or something. But no, I think it's just turning off. You know what should be smart for me to do when I do these or traditional art that I don't do anymore? Is to do the drawing from left to right. So I don't smudge it. Even if it's ink, it could still smudge. But oh well. Oh well. So much movement in this one, you can actually tell. That's why I love this part so much. Because the more slower frames, I am very impatient in those. Even my own animations, which I do notice when I see and I listen to the Cowboy Bebop movie intro, the DNA one. And like subtle movements like that is so tricky for me. None of it is full of action, fast paced scenes, but it's so beautiful. So beautifully done. Just gotta be careful. Try the line again. If this was pencil, my hands would be covered in lead like a long time ago. What the? Oh my lord, that scared me. Sniper Nova, hello. Thank you for the follow. The nostalgia. I didn't expect Scribble Knots to attack me while I'm listening to music. You spooked me. And as always, you guys are free to lurk in this stream. You don't have to chat. Hell, fall asleep fall asleep with the stream. I don't mind. That's what the streams are for. Just gotta be really careful here. This is still his gloved hand, and he's still moving. It's not as blurry here. It's the bow that's mostly blurry, but I still gotta do the lines going up and down because he's about to bring his bow up and then down. There's his hair. Oh yeah, also to announce, I'm working hard on my Art Fight account. I recently just posted my Metal Gear Solid 2 OC on there. I even fixed up and properly gave him a profile picture code, bio code, everything, HTML stuff. I'm an amateur at that. But like, they finally got a proper code, not just looking like a blank page. I'm slowly getting ready for Art Fight, an event where people draw each other's characters for points. But while I am competitive and it's exciting, the part I love most is actually meeting new people and seeing their OCs because, oh my lord, I love me some OC lore. I need to get ready before the team reveal, which is what's today? 20th? 2 days? There's gonna be the team reveals. And then Art Fight begins like few weeks or days after that. And the site will blow up. The site will explode and then I can't see anyone's characters. So I'm trying to do preparations before that happens. Favorite characters, save their references and stuff. So I don't need to use the site while it's, you know, trying to get back to working. The site does work after like a few days. It's just at the very end and the very beginning of it, it really suffers. It really blows up. Can't load, error, 505, etc., etc. See the statue here. Just gotta be really careful. Man, I could still smell the nail polish on my desk. They're not on camera and they're not that far away, but one of them, when I opened it, they reek. The other one smells just like how usual acrylic nail polish. The other one, oh boy. Okay, that's most of the frame done. Will this pen manage to finish this frame? Just gotta carefully. Well, it doesn't matter if I go over the lines, but still. Either I start stream way too late, it's like really quiet, or no, I can see my bots chatting, or like giving friendly reminders. Sometimes I really don't trust my own like Twitch chat updating, cause the mobile is like really bad. The mobile I have to remove. I have to fully close the app just to reload it right. Finally got. Speaking of that stuff, I finally got some updates on HSR, Honkai Star Rail, and Withering Waves. Finally. Can't wait to get those new characters. I'm all free to play, so Of course, every new banner and old rerun banner hurts me. It really does. Time for this. Very close. Pen is still holding on. Still alive. Does not want to give up. Not till the very end, I guess. Yep, it's still holding on. So here's frame. Fellow ship 8178 027 JB007 with a heart. That's another frame done. Oh boy. How's my battery going? 51%. Oh, I didn't do my I didn't do my gotcha dailies. Oh no, I missed on some gems and jades and all that. Let's go, yes. Hello, hello. And a first time chat moment. Are you one of the peeps also participating? If I may ask. My brain is a little exploded right now. It's usually dead when I stream. It is like 3:43. I mean 3:13 a.m. The sun will rise behind me. Let's do this. There we go. All that movement. Now to make this dry. Oops. Wrong tab. Wrong tab. Put this away. I gotta keep it organized. You can't see it because it's off screen, but I'll show you. I'll show you guys. I'll put it in a box here. I don't have the patience or steady hand to do art, but I like watching / listening while gaming. Yep, that's what my kinds of streams are. I like watching and listening to other people's stuff while doing my boring Warframe grinds and Pokemon shiny hunts or something. Pokemon Conquest 100%, I swear. Pokemon Conquest is like full of grind. Let's put that. There we go. Gotta edit that. But yeah, thank you for the follow and chatting. Let's change this. 28 out of 51 frames. Oh my god. We're getting so close. I'm gonna be more nervous shipping this. Oh my god. I don't trust like shipping companies or like things delivery services. I never trust them. There we go. And I gotta drink water. Why not? Because one week, there was this one week where me and my family, all different orders, uh, 4 missed deliveries. 2 on the same day. Missed delivery, wrong address. The third one, I think, was on the same day. Not the same street. It was just somewhere else completely. I don't know where it went. Into the void, I guess. Even though it said it was delivered. Yeah, I know that. I know it's messed up. I think there's like a new person, a new delivery driver or something. They keep delivering it to the wrong place. I'm like, I will say what one of the orders was. $140 jacket. It is the Commando Store Wolverines jacket from Red Dawn, the original Red Dawn. And that was, thank lords we were watching outside the window. It was delivered to the wrong house. We even had the picture. It was the wrong porch. I was like, oh god. I was so nervous. That was $140. Not even including the shipping, which is so painful. Just imagine that. The other stuff were cheap because they're like, my parents like to order on Temu for some reason or eBay. But that command store jacket, no way, no way I'm losing that. That's why I'm like watching. I'm like, is it gonna arrive? I hear the engine. I'm like, not Temu. I don't know. I don't know why they do it. I'd rather pay something expensive and have it last forever rather than buy something cheap and then pay for it again later. You know? And it's important stuff too. Like kitchen utensils and things like that. I'm like, no, come on. Facts on stacks. The jacket was so worth it. Inside, I didn't even realize because it has the camo inside. I already forgot what the camo was called, but it has an extra inner pocket for that jacket. I'm like, yes. Should've bought another one. I wish I was sponsored. Command the store, please sponsor me. I'm just kidding. Secret pocket, yeah. I have a lot of military surplus clothing, and they have like, oh my god, it's so good. There's so many pockets inside. It's so nice, and I can feel it being more durable than the clothing we got in today's standards, which is kind of sad. Don't get me started on women's jeans or something. The pocket, the jean pocket doesn't even it goes this deep. And I'm like, why would you do that? Can't I have some real pockets? Put my phone in there or something. It drives me nuts. It drives me crazy. Ink blots. How is this still going? Ooh, 420. 420 o'clock. And what's cool about the military surplus clothing is that they are used. Some of them have like names. It's kind of cool. And like numbers, like SEAL team, etc., etc. Oh, I guess I never mentioned it on stream, huh? I'm I love me history. Whether on clothing, weapons, camo, cars, and all that stuff. But what am I talking about? I already mentioned Commando Store. That I think that should like tell people what kinds of things I know and watch. Oh no. I'm so excited because they're recently doing the urban camo from Modern Warfare 2. There's like an update on that project. They finally got the swatches and the colors. I'm going outside the lines a bit, but that's fine. Once Art Fight drops, I will definitely, most definitely go animate attacks and stream them, unless my internet says otherwise. A wild Nidoking. Hey, I love that monster. Uh, Pocket monster. Just kidding. Pokemon. So much easier to say, but really. I don't care if Nidoking's base stats are like lower than usual. To me, he's a pseudo legendary in my childhood heart. My favorite's Infernape. Ooh, awesome. When I first played Gen 4, release day, release year, oh my god, on my DS Lite, my first one was Turtwig. And then I did Piplup. I didn't choose Infernape not because I didn't like him. It's because I have a sibling, and what he chooses, I choose a different Pokemon. By the way, I have two Chimchars in the back. One of them is like slightly off model. It's hilarious. I call him Chimchunk. He's from Mexico. Quite literally. He's a gift, and he's from Mexico, and he looks like his Pokédex entry. I don't know how to explain. He just looks off model. But yeah, I love Infernape. Out of the out of the Gen 4 starters, I think Infernape is my favorite on the third evolution. Second evolution, not. They're cool, but they're not as cool to me. Like I don't know where to rank them. Crochet, I love that. I wish I knew how to do it, but I don't. Because my parents never had me do art or like supported me with the art stuff. I don't have materials, so I never got to explore and practice those kinds of things. Ooh, you have a shiny, cool. I I have a shiny of him in my I think it's somewhere in platinum. I have the shiny starters. I'm a maniac. I don't stream the Pokemon stuff cuz I don't know. I don't actually do challenges, but I do play Pokemon still. Uh See, what was I gonna say about that? I can't even stream it because it's on my DS. I need like some kind of capture card or something for it. I don't play the games. I played a card game back in middle school and high school though. Hilariously, I had Pokemon cards. I like for years I had Pokemon cards and uh I don't know how to play those. Because I have an older sibling, I have like the past hand-me-downs. So I get to play the older games and stuff like that. Speaking of which, I think I found it. It's on my desk. I'm not counting this as a Pokemon card. I have this. The it's a little hard to show, but it's the Burger King, I think. There you go. I had that thrown at me once. It hurt. I know, right? I want the other ones. I have the Pikachu one. Look at me. He's so chubby. It's right there. It's gonna be on my desk. Ah! I love me Pokemon. Gen 3, even though I have the older games, I started with like Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I picked Ruby or Sapphire first. I think I didn't choose Emerald because I think my sibling was still playing on it. I was like 4 years old. Blue Game Boy. All scratched up, but still here. Like the top part and the outside case is scratched. But it works like new still. And I love it. Gen 3 starters are my favorite. Big, totally huge bias. I mean, if it works, it works. I can't help it. I love my Gen 3. Doesn't help with the anime either. Groval, oh my god. And Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. He's especially my favorite. And then you got like Blaziken, Swampert, and Sceptile. They're solid designs, dude. And they sound cool. I always wondered how they did the sound effects for some Pokemon, like Claydol. Like, how'd they do that? How'd they do that? It sounds so cool, so creepy. But if you were to ask me what my favorite Pokemon is, I can't. There's like over 1,000 Pokemon now. I'm not too familiar with the 3D generation, but I know some. And I played up to not Scarlet Violet. Sword and Shield. I have like what? Pokemon X, Ultra Sun and Moon, and Sword, I think. As for the previous generations, like Gen 5, 1 through 5, I have almost all the games. Marco's heavily into it. Oh, it's so beautiful. I was just listening to Pokemon music and the other stream the other day. I am legitimately thinking of streaming Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 2, Explorers of Sky. The thing is, I've never played Sky. I've played Darkness. I didn't know Sky was a thing. So, time for some hurt, some feels. Imagine I get a copyright just because I'm playing the game. Oh no. That'd be so dumb. You say do it. I totally would. There's just so many games to play. Right now I'm doing Helldivers 2, I'm doing Warframe, and some of the gacha games. One gacha game, technically. Now I know, a gacha game, oh no, money stealing games. And then there's like Persona X, Persona Phantom X coming up. I'm a free to play person. I just play games that are cool to me. I don't have the patience for Genshin though. Too slow for my taste. As for games on here, oh my god, I have Metal Gear Solid 1 ready. I don't know how well my PC will handle it though. Playing or like streaming these. Especially PS2 games. The ad is incoming, oh no. Don't worry, if peeps are talking in the chat while an ad's happening, I will respond by typing. I'm pretty much a PlayStation 2, Game Boy, and DS nerd here. 2 and 3, yeah. But 2, I grew up with that. How is the ink still going? It's like endless. Okay, gotta do sideways for this one again. His face is covered. There you go. Edge break in progress. There you go. My community went to Edge hell. Rip. There you go. Just gotta focus a little bit here. There you go. What time is it? 4:34. I'm also surprised I heard the follow alert because sometimes my OBS just doesn't work. It just doesn't want to do it. I have to do some weird audio tweaks. Like I have to turn it on and off just so I can actually get to hear it or have it played out. It's so weird. And the rest of this is the chest armor here, or the outfit technically and all that stuff. So sideways here. That's the arm, I can see, I can tell. And we back. You guys are back? Huh? OBS is lying to me. It says the ad break in progress is 30 seconds. Give myself a good stretch. Don't wanna. I get fears of like people like drawing too hard too much and then like getting like carpal tunnel or something. I get afraid of that. I am gifted with my hands with art. I don't want to lose them. Hello. Hello, hello. Oops, sorry. Sorry for blinding it. I keep forgetting. Oh no. Like it doesn't hurt at all when I do this. I guess cuz I take a lot of frequent breaks. At least peeps. Speaking of Pokemon, at least you guys aren't trying to do 100% runs with Pokemon Conquest. Oh boy. I did mention it before, but farming for pseudo legendaries suck. They take forever to level up, and sometimes your friendship levels basically isn't high enough, so you can never get uh Hydreigon or any of the other pseudo legendaries. You just capped at like 57%. But to get the guy is like what, 70%, 69% friendship. It's called link power in that game. You don't even use Pokeballs to catch in that game. It's old. It's a DS game and a crossover one at that. Crossover to Samurai Warriors. I'm sure peeps who play like the ROM hacks or other things, they probably recognize the music. They just don't realize it's from Pokemon Conquest. That's his hair right here, I just realized. The thing here is that I am a little bit impatient sometimes with my art, but I juggle around projects and other arts, so I don't get what's it called? Burnout. The enemy of all artists, whether music, writing, or anything. Burnout. Ew. I'm allergic to burnouts. A lot of peeps just have different ways of dealing with burnouts. For me, it's literally I just end up gaming a lot, or like I end up drawing something else. Hello! I knew I was forgetting to ask something. Sniper Nova, are you a streamer, by the way? Because I do follow streamers. And I support them. Haha, get shouted. Death Stranding? Dang. I was missing out on your streams. Irritable Indian. Hello. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. I didn't get to watch my friend's streams much because I was just doing all of these frames. Oh my god. You don't? Okay, that's fine by me. Sometimes I try lurking in my friend's streams. Sometimes I literally don't say anything, but I do actually do that. And I give him a follow and stuff, and shouties all the time. Now, Death Stranding, I don't know much of. Even though I'm like, I love his old works. I played all the Metal Gear Solids. So big fan of that, and I know the older works like Police Knots, my favorite, my beloved, and Boktai, which is also my beloved. So my not my PNG tuber here, but Lua, the Vampire Drifter, my actual profile picture in Twitch and YouTube. They're a Boktai OC. Thanks for the shout out. If I had a stronger PC, the clips would show up here on my stream. But my PC is weak right now. So close to replacing it. Just a few hundred off. This looks cool, I know, right? You can see the work in progress here. I recently added it. We have until August 8th, and oh my lord. There, there's so many. I would show them, but I don't have to. And the animation, he will show it himself of everyone's work in progress and behind the scenes stuff of this. It's amazing. The style is so amazing. It reminds me of like what's it called? Baxi? The There's some people that aimed for that style and there's others who aimed for more like D&D second edition. So awesome. Death Stranding is also my third favorite game. Very excited for the second one. Oh, it comes out in a few days? I didn't even know. I did not know that. I gotta save money for Metal Gear Solid 3 cuz I'm buying it, period. It is my first Metal Gear Solid game, which is Metal Gear Solid 3 on the PS2, and I still have that save data with the white flowers. I missed that. The memory card or save data in the PS2, they have like little arts and they do change based on like your progression or like what part of you're on in the story. I really missed that. The arts and details of that and loading screen. I really do. It's the little things. My favorite games. My favorite games. Thinking about that now. It might just be Metal Gear Solid 4. And that says a lot. Which is hilarious because I played 4 and then I gone back to playing 1 and I have nostalgia for 4. I used to love the PS1, PS2. Never played the older Metal Gear, sadly, but I did play 5. Oh man, they do stealth games so amazingly. My favorite stealth games is Metal Gear Solid, Sly Cooper, and newer one, indie game is called Intravenous. Dude, Intravenous is amazing. Like the way, no spoilers, obviously. You can't even be spoiled the way I explained it, but one of the missions, you basically answer the phone call, end it, and then there's like this guy who's about to come up to your house and the door. And what does the player do? He just backs off slowly into the darkness. It's a top-down game. And then he just turns off the light and he just stands there, very still, aiming the gun as the guy just slowly walks in, turns around. He's like right in front of him. And then, bam! Mission starts. I'm like, that's so amazing. That's how the level starts. It's absolute cinema. I love it. You should try out the older Metal Gear Solids. I playing 1 and 2 is the ones I don't know that much of. I know 3 and 4, so when I played 1 and 2 way later in life, I'm like, oh, this is how it starts? Damn. Metal Gear Solid makes me cry. It's so easy that they can like, you know, the hero having the low moments and stuff, but in Metal Gear Solid, that song, that sad song, I can't believe it. It's called the Love Theme. I I know the song and it hurts me in the soul, and like when I remember asking like, "Huh, what do these lyrics mean?" I asked my sibling that. We looked up a YouTube video and I cried. I cried so hard. I was like, "Oh, all the way to Metal Gear Solid 1 and then they use it for 4 the entire time. It really is a love theme. It really is the theme that I think of when I think of Solid Snake and that he's a hero to me." The chronology of the Metal Gear is crazy. I know the third one's first and then it goes 5, 1, 2, and 4 and then we gotta add like Portable Ops and Peace Walker. Like, oh boy. So that's like 3 and then Portable Ops or Peace Walker 5, 1, 2, and then 4. And Metal Gear Rising or Revengeance. I'm still calling it by its old name. Oh, let's not forget Ground Zeroes either. Hello? Ship? Oops. I thought of dotting my I's and I put a period. 178 028. Yep, these are all the frames. There's so many spin-offs. Oh man, Metal Gear Solid 3. I know like basically all the secrets in that game because I played way too much of it. I really wonder if they're gonna keep the nightmare sequence that was like an unfinished. It's a demo of an unfinished PS2 game, or like a PS2 game that never came to be. Oops, I'm not supposed to put that there. I'm supposed to put in this finished pile. There we go. Now I would so nerd out on the. I think I blame Metal Gear Solid for my nerdiness on guns. I really want those. Congrats on the latest frame, yeah. I can smell the ink. Gotta make sure it's dry. This one only goes up to 24, like 0 to 24. This one is 28. Adds a few seconds. I'll update that. So let's see. There we go. Oh my god, look at that. We're so close. We're actually doing it. We're actually doing it. No, I can't do this right, but eh, there we go. Thank you. It is a lot of progress. Oh my god. I was gonna be scared because I started late because my dumb printer over here didn't want to work. It worked. It that's not it. It printed one frame. The black ink is dried and dead, and I used the colored ink, which is completely fine, but the printer didn't want to print it. It's Office Jet or Inkjet something. I really wish I had an Epson printer. Some of your favorite scenes? Oh, I see. I can actually show you the other scenes. This is the one that the rest that I have to do. And then that one's gonna be tough. Like the hair for that one. Looking almost like Roman Reigns over there. Out of all the scenes, I want to choose the beginning ones, but they were all taken like immediately. I joined immediately when the announcement happened. And it was like basically gone. Oh my god. Boromir, yeah, I know, right? I wanted to choose. There was a lot of other scenes too that I would have chosen. I was really close to choosing it. Like them running through the underground bits and stuff. It's been years since I watched the movie. And sometimes I mix it with the other movies. But yeah, and like I was like, dang, how am I gonna do the background for that one? Backgrounds murder me. They're one of the hardest and trickiest parts, in my opinion. Even more so when you're gonna color them. Let's see, I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna edit the overlay here. Because it did say I did the 28th one, but it's got frame 0. The same thing happens to me too. I did a crazy marathon of 3 movies. Oh no. Now I'm mixing up so much. And then you're like sleepy. Yeah, that's exactly what happens to me. Oh man, I love it. It's like the perfect thing to fall asleep to. That and the audiobooks. You know, I would so love to stream MGS2, but this PC cannot stream that. So many things I want to do, but I have to wait. Just a few more. We're like halfway there in our goal for 2 PCs, one for me and one for my partner. Almost there. I kind of basically met the goal if we're gonna wait for Black Friday. Pretty much. But that's like so far away. Ah. See, what time is it? 4:55. Oh my god. That's a cute emo, by the way. Oh, you got a Venom emo. I forgot about that. You got the artist. Alright, I gotta check it out. There's streamer too? I'm following. Yes. Heck yeah. There you go. I follow them. I just gotta Twitch notifications about discounts for gift subs. Huh. I mean, I could do that. I don't know how it works. Twitch just blinded me with their light mode. But we'll see. Hope you reach it so you can enjoy all the games. Oh yeah. I'm enjoying it. I'm playing it upstream. And there's like I really miss playing those games. How do I say it? Candy? Kia? Candy? Candy? I love it. Gave him a follow. I love supporting all streamers of all kinds and all types. I have like friends who are talented music artists, and then there's artists, and then the gamers. Support them all. Just say candy, okay? Gave him a follow. How much ink is left in this? I wish my printer had this kind of stubbornness. My printer decides that it could like print one page and then it just doesn't print anymore. The way I got all these printed, I went to the store. We had to go back and forth like every day because like, oh, what if I formatted the PDF wrong? Or like, maybe I was just wrong. Or things like that. But it turns out that one of the stores that we gone to at first just didn't want to put the print scale to 100% instead of fit to page or true to scale. And then we had to go to a different store. Why could I just gone to the library? I don't know if my library card is renewed or not. It was a lot of work just to get these printed. Oh man, that was the hardest part. I've literally never bought a printer that hasn't had a problem. They're so every single it's even worse because these are my parents' printers and they're bad when it comes to buying some things. Like everything they buy, they just buy the most scuffed thing ever. uh and to be fair, we haven't used this printer for like, oh god, since 2018. Oh no. It's so weird because it could print. The ink, I tested out the ink itself. It marks. It's far from being empty. So it just stops printing the next day, and I'm like, what? Did something just dry up inside the printer itself? I have a bad history with printers because every single time with my school's like homework, you have to print something. I always get a messed up grade because I never got my stuff printed like correctly. Oh, you have to print it in color. Here, I printed it, but it's in black and white. You get a B minus. I'm like, what? Why? Could just use the school printer, or something like that. I'm like, what? I don't have allowance. You think I have allowance to pay to pay the school's library? Where's the everybody hates Chris clip where they're like, I allow you to be under my roof. I allow you to eat at the dinner table. When Chris asked for allowance. Oh no, the dreaded parent printers. My dad has the same problem. Yeah, I don't know why they're like that. They buy. It's already bad enough that they just buy stuff on Temu now. And when they get it, it's either cheap or they got scammed. Like, why? Just just I know it's expensive, but please trust me on this. Buy this, X that, X this. It'll save you money in the long run. Oh boy. From oh no, I hit my phone. Oh no. It's fine. even even phone cases are a notorious case. I didn't mean that. You know what I mean. Notoriously cheap and bad. God, even when I don't try, I'm still making puns. I hate myself. Like, don't get me started with my uncle. Just used broken PSP. Oh no. Either that or they buy like great value fake brand version too. The meme of we have this at home. It's a nightmare. It's funny, but still a nightmare. There you go. And oh man, as an artist, what the Darker fight? What? You scared me with that. Oh my god, how you doing? Shouties for Darkified. It's been a while. I lurk, but I haven't. I didn't say much. I was busy doing this giant project. Oh my god! Hi, hello, Raiders. You having a wonderful stream? I think some of the special programs for gacha games are around the corner. I wonder how those went. I hope it went well. I'm over here just doing an animation project. The Make a flipbook of Lord of the Rings. It's my progress right here. And all that stuff. It was great. I was falling asleep while playing stuff. Understandable. I farm on Warframe. Trust me when I say it's understandable. I fall asleep in that game. And thank you. There's so many people's drawings are already shipped. Like animation, he showed like a video and a picture. There's like stacks, 50, 120 frames, 50, 60 over here. It was yes, it's for animation. Yeah, it's it's that's the announcement video. Yeah, we're doing this. The Lord of the Rings animation thing. We're just I can't wait. Oh man, you should have seen it. It's so awesome. There's some that do like watercolor and it looks like a photo. It looks so realistic. And they're doing it for like every page. I saw the work in progress. Just they lined up the pages like this and I'm like, "What? How do you what?" So, yes, this for animation and welcome in everyone. Uh I'm a variety streamer. Usually I play a lot of I do play some gotcha games, but my PC can't handle Zenless Zone Zero or, you know, can't handle Withering Waves while streaming. I do play a lot of games. I'm an old school gamer. Haven't actually streamed them yet, though. But I am also an artist. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, or noon. you guys don't have to chat. You guys are free to just chill and sleep. Which, by the way, if you got raid and run, of course, you're free to do that, Darker Fight. And also, we have another streamer in our chat right now. Got some wonderful peeps here. Amazing peeps. I love watching their content. I'm so close to having my PC upgraded, so we will have more fancier effects and all that. And so, what am I doing here? What is this animation thing about? We're making a flipbook animation. I have one part. I don't remember what section this. He divided it all, like first part of the movie is section 1, so on and so forth. I think I have like section 8. I think that's what the number is corresponding to. And you can see I got 29 frames done out of 51. We are halfway there. Got like 49 days left or something. We are going. I shall be lurking. I need sleeps. I hope you have a fantastic stream though. This looks awesome and thank you. Yes. I appreciate your streams and like raids. You're free to slumber. This is a chill stream, unless I'm playing Helldivers. So, yeah. I try not to explode people's ears. And the music we are listening to right now, it can't be changed, but it is Pillars of Eternity 1 to match the fantastical feeling of Lord of the Rings and all that. Okay, well, I just saw a bit of his Lord of the Rings video. Yes. When he did the announcement, there's already a few people showing it. Maybe at the end of the stream, I'll actually show it. I don't know how to do that though. I have to like Windows capture it, huh? And like, there's so many peeps. Maybe I can Windows or game capture my Discord and show like everyone's. Like quickly scroll through, because oh man, that's a lot of work. I got the Flipbook and the page pack, the Excel paper. So there's a few months down the drain for that. I printed this stuff, and there's gonna be a few more months used for the shipping. I'm gonna ship this. The most nerve-wracking bit there. Can't wait. It's funny because in the animation announcement video in the comments, if you manage to find it, I'm like, oh no, I don't know if I can do this. But maybe I'll try. And then like a few seconds later, oh, I'm doing it. I'm in there. Is this my first time going into a big group project like this? Yes. Yes, it is. The only other times I've been into like a giant event or project shown on YouTube and stuff, or from people I follow, it's like years ago, 2018. I was in Ink Tank Discord from Kuro. The 5 years later Danny Phantom and Ben 10 project. There was a fan art contest, and I entered that one. So there's that one. Man, I would join more group projects if I could. If I could, I'm like doing it right now. It's cause back in the day, it's really hard for me to like get into these projects and stuff, cause my parents didn't appreciate the art that much. They didn't support me in that. So whatever help I needed for a project, it falls on my shoulders. Used to watch the show growing up? Oh heck yes. I am a Toonami Cartoon Network Nickelodeon person. And this is this is too old for me, but I do eventually watch, like years later I watch old school anime. A big fan of old anime. That's why my end screen for streams is looks like that. Labor of love, a lost art form. I had no idea that people bought. There's a few other people I watch, like Totally Not Mark, for the Dragon Ball animation stuff videos, or redrawings, cause it looks cool. He I did not know people bought the cell sheets, like the actual sheets used for the Dragon Ball Z anime. I did not know that. It looks so cool seeing it. The magic. Say watch Dragon Ball Z and Courage the Cowardly Dog. Heck yes. Uh, I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z and Z Kai, so and there's so much things I'm like inspired on. It's so hard for me to like figure out my own OC Sona avatar thing for my channel because I'm like, but I want this theme. Wait, I want this one. Why can't I just have it all? It's hard choosing that. I'm like, Oh, you've never have you ever seen my start stream screen? I have like a gazillion like uh references on there. Heck, you could tell where I grew up. Like, just I could have fit more, but I couldn't. The my files for animation and like the entire background for that is like too big. My PC was like on the verge of giving up when I made that. on I made it on tablet. You love to catch that at some point. I could briefly show you it. Let's see. It's funny because the music is that. Here we go. Funny timing is Twin Elms for the music that you're just hearing. And I have a loose thread. Oh my god. Here's my starting stream screen. I would have like did more animation or camera movements, but like I removed that because technically it's not starting soon. There's a million references here. Like, yeah. You even have the broken sword there for Lord of the Rings thing. And then you got like the Sly Cooper cane on the oven. And like, I bet half the people don't even know what that is behind the diamond sword. Or like in front of the diamond sword. That's a idol from Fossil Fighters DS game. There's a million references here. Let me see. Can I pause it? Let's see if I manage to pause it when I'm stuff. There we go. It doesn't do justice actually because the bottom is like cut off, sadly. But like you got a ton of things happening here. I had the chat box here for the robot OC that's like my partners. You got the uh what's it called? Owl House rune symbol on the table. Marceline's guitar. The shield pack next to like on the table or chairs from tribes. There's just so many things. There's I I can't. There's way too much for me to say. All right, back to here. I don't know why the swipe isn't working. I think my PC's about to give up on that. But yeah, it's a lot. I did that on tablet/phone, and then I like all the animation is from tablet alone. I do it painstakingly one frame at a time, and then let's put this so it can cool down. There we go. And then like I was learning how to use OpenTunes and the camera movement for the scene. That was my first time doing it. So yeah, I'm good at drawing illustrations, but I'm new at learning how to animate in like professional way, I guess. Illustrations like these with so many crossovers and Easter eggs are always so awesome. Yes, you have no idea. My entire like OC own character original creation page in my toy house, chock full of references. My own Sona Lua, which is my profile picture. I have a journal of her stuff, and like it's like what you call it, Journal 3 Gravity Falls levels of Easter eggs and codes and secret stuff. I can show it. I might as well, because I'll continue this later. Because, oh boy, my patience. I gotta keep on pace. I can't do too much or else I'll burn out. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, it's off topic, but hey, that's how I roll. Whenever I do arts and stuff, I just kind of jump around. Now, this is my character's stuff here. It's a little hard because like the camera's so close. I did my own book binding too. Let's put this out of the way. In my little Pokemons. Yeah, I did. This is like a 99-cent notebook. I took it out, I did my own pages, and then like put it back in with my own stuff. So you got this. It used to be a Red Dead Redemption book journal, which I did recreate, by the way. Red Dead Redemption 2. Uh, it's behind me, but like I changed it because I was like, nah, can't do my own character's journal. But it's entirely bok tai, and it's a reference to it's a secret player guide. It's a guidebook actually. My personal guidebook. Like you'd see these things here 6 to 6:30 a.m. These enemies called boks, which are basically zombies in bok tai, they actually do sleep in those times in the game. It's weird. It's one of those Hideo Kojima games in the Game Boy game. Got all this stuff here. It is almost 5 o'clock, by the way. So, or like it's 5:22 right now. So usually this is when I stop streaming or raid out. Might as well just show this little secret code here. Many secret code stuff. Anyone who played Boktai would understand this. Some enemies do fall asleep during those times. Stuff like that for my character. Really edgy stuff. Yes, it is like a lore book. It goes all the way. I've done so many pages. It's almost the end of the game. It goes all the way to the last dungeon of the game. And I have it all planned out too. Eh. Like each the dungeons. I even have the map. I have like the small map and then I have the big map, which is like on my wall. Like I am a nerd when it comes to these games. Let's see. Do I have the map here? I should have the map here because otherwise I wouldn't be able to keep track. Yeah. Like the sketch. I am a maniac when it comes to games, I really do. Like Gravity Falls and video game journals of the characters really inspired me. I went all the way. Boktai 1, the entire map. Even the secret areas right here. The reason why I'm so passionate about these is because Boktai really has like dead websites and stuff. Oh no, an ad again. I apologize. And in the Game Boy game, these maps are cut out by like 1, 2, and 3. I painstakingly try to put them together. My pride and joy. I just I finally get to show my art style. Hello, camera? There you go. Also, my camera is like low battery, so yeah. It's so nice when you get to combine your talents with things you're a fan of in so many fun ways like this. Yeah. Like, oh my god. I recreated the Jack and Daxter map, and which I learned calligraphy because the words, and I use like an actual fountain pen for that. Really nerve-wracking, but I managed. And things like that. This one, the handwriting is practice. I took that from Arthur's journal. I noticed Arthur has different ways of doing his E's, his uppercase E's. More code here. It is an edge break. I'm sorry, guys. But don't worry. I'll just be showing this, so you won't be missing much. Oh, and I think the another thing that inspired me was Uncharted. Remaining Tower. That's This entire thing follows the path the players take, so it is accurate. Oh wait, some of you are probably immune to ads, huh? You got like Twitch Turbo. I'm not used to that. Arthur's Journal is so nice and artier too. Yeah, I have it in my DeviantArt and an entire Twitter thread of that. It's all the way to chapter 4. All the way to Saint Denis. I didn't continue because I was gonna cry after that. You know what I mean. This this is blank, but it's supposed to be like uh it's supposed to be a page for made up recipes and stuff in Boktai because you got like weird plants in Boktai. It and growing plant system and stuff. The Suffering House. I tried to learn how to draw buildings better. This entire thing, which is just a cipher. I have Journal 3 and like the Book of Bill and Lost Legends. I am a maniac. I'm not okay. Crumbling Mine. This is literally a practice. Let's see if can I move this? That's the real bog time map there. Ignore the... It's hard to clean this area because it's full of stuff here. That's the bog time map. Is completely accurate. The only references we have for the Boktai Estrakan map is this old Game Boy guide, like Game Boy manual, and it doesn't even have all the places in it. It has all the trees, all the mini icons. The ship, I copied it 1-to-1 as best as I could. And that's what this is. This one's practice. Yes. Don't even get me started on Jack 2, man. That one hurt my brain. Weird timey-wimey stuff. Let's see, Crumbling Mine, where is that? It's right here. And then the Suffering House would be right here. So literally Lua would be like, I mapped it all out of where she went. This was a mistake. And to the big stuff. I like color coded these because these are like the main dungeons in the game. I kind of miss that. Only the first game had this much very vague environmental storytelling. Like it's so vague, it's basically nothing there, but just enough for you to like self-insert your own what happened here. This is so awesome. And then you got the main character, she runs into them. Oh my god, I should just make my own video on this. I'm planning to. But like I need to get a better PC for video editing cuz this is not easy to read. I can read it just fine, but some parts are like a little hard. Got the bosses here. I tried to learn like basically try to make it us like interesting. And then you got this, which is completely you could see a little bit of it. I will put um the decoded version of this somewhere on my video if I ever get to make it. This is the kind of stuff I love whenever I like RP with people or like talk about OCs. Got Django here, a Tanko. I have a Tanko plush that's like handmade from my friends in high school when I gave them a painting of Homestuck. Permafrost, which is this is 1-to-1 cutscene intro in the Game Boy, which is awesome. If you play the Boktai, time is important in this game. The cartridge itself, I recommend that you play it on a super special DS. I mean Game Boy, you know what I mean. Because the cartridge itself has a solar panel built into it. And you need to get sunlight literally into that chip. And sometimes, it could damage it using UV rays and all that. You literally need to use sunlight in real life to power up your gun and to burn things away in the sunlight or reveal secrets or invisible paths only known in the darkness. It's an awesome game. I love it. The game is so simple, but it's like I managed to make so much lore about it. The head cans are explosive. They go on my brains. My brain is like going a million miles per hour. These ones, these drawings are just in my head. The smaller dungeons have reused assets, obviously. But I was like, oh, I remember this level. There's crows everywhere. So I drew the crows hiding in the dark branches. Got the symbol of the flame in the game. And then you got this, which is one of the other bosses. And like a reference to like the golem attacks. They don't do this often, but they do those spikes. Those rows of spikes in the game. And then a whole bunch of hidden messages about this. The game itself does have vague lore about each of the bosses and whatnot, but it's either hidden in the manual, hidden in a dead website, hidden in an interview from Kojima or something, and hidden in the secret levels in the game. Reading the game right now while watching, it seems so cool. Grew up with GBA and can't believe I missed it. Yeah, it's the character's name is Django, so it is a reference to the original Django. Cr- Grabbing coffins, pulling them. There's no machine gun in there though. It's just the vampires in there. Firetop Mountain reference. This is a cutscene reference, 1-to-1. This is the kind of stuff I will do to my to these things, by the way. To these. I will color some parts of it, maybe the background only or whatnot. Both to save ink or, make it pop out more. Got a little secret reference here. Some of them are just for flavor. Some of them are actually like a video, a guide for the game. I have Boktai 1, 2 physically, and then 3, which note it is Japanese only, Japan only. Here we go. Japanese exclusive. Dang it. So yes, I highly recommend the special Game Boy version of them. There is an English version. Special English version. And the solar patch is what you call it makes the game so much easier where You hold the L button and then you go side to side to adjust the level of sunlight manually. Makes it so much easier, honestly. Because to kill a boss in this game, where is it? You have to summon the pile driver, the solar driver, a giant rune on the floor, and then these machines come up. Do I have it drawn? I have it drawn somewhere. I'm trying to find these things. They move down with the lens and then they blast sunlight to the vampires. So, and if you don't have sunlight, these things will just straight up turn off and you can't beat the bosses, which sucks. It sucks. You can't go forwards. You are stuck until sunlight. It is possible to do like 1 bar or 2 bars of sunlight out of like what, 12? There's a little bar in the bottom in the game. And like, oh man, it's hard. For me it's hard because like they regenerate. The vampires in this game are no joke. They're called immortals for a reason. They hide in the coffin and regenerate. They come out of dark clouds, spirits, and then they shut down the machines. So it's like a back and forth thing. It's slow when that happens. Bloodrust Mansion, another Game Boy screen. There are mimics in this game. The solar leaf. They never wilt, which is a reference to like in the game you have food items and they do spoil. The more sunlight you have, the faster it is for them to spoil. So yeah, I just really love this game. This is a reference. Uh, solar bamboo shoots. That's what they're called, but they look like green crystals to me in the game. You would just hit the invisible thing, and then like basically fairies come out and they recharge your gun, your solar gun, your health, or they take it away because like you got you got the life bug, the solar bug, and then the darkness bug. You can tell by the colors in the game. This a reference to the floor traps. Unfortunately, in this game, if you get hit by a floor trap, either you fall down to another level or you die, I think. I never really tripped them because I don't want to. Yes, we are nerding out right now. There's a tips right there. Don't stop moving. Weakness, opening, when they hit the ground, they're stuck in the ground, you just attack them. Some of these things are a reference to other games. So yeah. The keys in this one, sometimes we have those video game lore logic, which is like, oh, the game just restarts because the weird timey-wimey. Or like, the level restarts because the distortion of time is weird here. The kind of thing that happens in this game. So I made like a little reference that, oh, they disappear because they're tied to the dungeon or something. They're cursed. They're colored blue. Blue keys because, oh, it matches the curse of the Kamos curse. I don't know how to say it. Which is when you go out in the rain in this game, you turn blue and you can't recharge at all. You got the darkness curse. You can't you have to wait it out. Oh man. I might as well just separate this as 2 different videos. I love this. I love this game so much. There we go. OC lore. If you were to ask any of my characters, they have massive lore. Even this little beep boop thing here. Boop. It's a Mega Man Battle Network reference. Or OC. And for a game that has sunlight, you know what? They have a gardening thing too. It's more of a passive thing here. The more sunlight you have, the easier it is for it to grow. Oh boy. I got the entire braille thing here. It does make this hard to see. It's on purpose, but trust me. Got that. This one, I showed this before, but this is a reference to something in the Boktai community. Oh no. My phone is gonna die. 15%? Oh my god. This is a reference to Boktai community thing. There's a fan game called Kura 5. It's, you know, which is like after everything. Boktai 4 is called Lunar Nights and DS. Boktai DS. Different characters, really weird, far into the future. But still plays awesome. They call him Steve. This is a reference to Kuro 5. I don't remember if it's a boss or if it's just an entrance to a secret level where it's a skeleton opening the doors. So, yeah. Seems so fun creating OCs for some more obscure games. Allows you to really flesh out the world. I know, right? And block type's like perfect. But yeah, I have so many more characters. I made them public too. Guest block is off. And, oh, fully deciphered. You're free to have I will show this. This can be paused in the YouTube video. once this phone dies, it's done. I need to raid out. Solar Tree Dew. Speaking of the Camel's Curse, Darkness Curse, standing under the solar tree in the game heals that. Eh. Hello, there you go. There goes this. There's also some fun interactions with items in the game. The chocolate, if you have an inventory box, the chocolate placed on top of like an apple or a fruit, if you melt the chocolate with the sunlight, because it doesn't actually spoil, it melts. It covers the item below it, and it turns into a chocolate covered item, which is awesome. I think it lasts longer and it adds more stuff, like healing and stuff. I don't remember. Because I never actually managed to do that. I am very picky of like having all my stats maxed and everything perfect condition. So yeah, I never managed to do that. Then we got this. This thing was hard. This is a grave marker. It was hard to draw because I had to get it in the angle or just like low angle. And hilariously, my reference picture is the ending of Kirby and Amazing Mirror with the Master Sword? Is it called Master Sword? The ability is called Master, and it's a golden sword, but like it's the same angle. Is it called Master Sword? That's weird. I don't remember what it's called right now. Oh man. I'm having a blast just sharing this. You guys, I will put my Discord by the way. Because I am on there 24/7. I show everything and what I'm up to in there. Nintendo copyright ninjas incoming. I don't know. It's called Master. How am I supposed to know? The ability is called Master. You know how Kirby is. You got bomb, you got sword, cutter, umbrella. I mean, parasol. I don't know. No, this scene, scene, this Game Boy cutscene of this final next to last level called Soul City is one of my favorite scenes because the screen, it goes like that and then it just transitions and then you see the broken city of like an ancient civilization. I won't say anymore because Otenko, your partner in the game, actually tells you what it is. Otenko's a bro, by the way. He's not like Navi. He's not annoying. He's a bro. You got this, the cockatrice. Uh, this is a reference to like, cause they introduced mirrors. This was a pain to write. I had to write this backwards. I don't even remember what it says. But I think it just says that this is the weakness of these beam shooting paralyzing monsters. Then we got this. In the game it says Curiouser and Curiouser. I think that's what it says here. And it's the red shroom. It turns your character tiny. This dungeon has that mechanic. Some of the mechanics don't carry over in the second game. I'm kind of sad about that. You got the feather here. I also have like a Monster Hunter journal over there with like materials and stuff for the monsters. You got the boss here, and yes, this is my bookmarker because I didn't know what to use, even though it comes with one. Got this, and there it is. I need to continue, dude. Is my phone gonna die? I need to raid out. 13%. How is it hanging on? Everything is hanging on by a thread. But yeah, let's see. Who can we raid? As my papers fall down. Am I able to raid? I am embarrassed. There's one thing I'm embarrassed about raiding people. I don't have enough viewers. I don't have enough viewers to actually raid my friends sometimes, which is kind of embarrassing. Can I raid my friend, please? I hope she's still going. I wanted to raid Curio yesterday, I think. Not yesterday, but the last stream. And she looks like she's still on. This is an amazing tour. You got such a great imagination. Thank you, and thank you for sharing. Glad I got to see some of this. I will show a lot more. Thank you again for hanging out and dropping in. Oh my god, it was unexpected. You guys spooked me. And thank you, Darkified, for the raid. We will continue the raid train. And raid my friend. Can I raid her? She got more peeps. She's well known. You might have known her from Drinks. You might have known her from her gotcha games and her singing, her amazing voice. Have a great one. Thank you for your stream. Keep on. And you too. And you guys have a wonderful day, noon, or night. Now let's go to the end scene and raid out. There you go. You guys have a wonderful time. Goodbye. Beep boop.